Did you dream of becoming a journalist at some point in the time when you were too young, like a little girl growing up?
You know me, it's Honorine.
Yeah.
Probably I can just add Nininahazwe.
Yeah, that's true.
I was raised and grew up in the RTNB. From my young age, I grew up with the passion of being a journalist, and I thank God I am. Got an opportunity to go to the United States of America. So 15 years there, I see that RTNB is a little bit further in the profession. Every parent, I don't know, they have to help their children be in their passion. Everybody has something they like.
That's true.
But when you are not checked, you will never know. You know me, it's Honorine.
Yeah.
Probably I can just add Nininahazwe.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm a woman having experience in journalism for 15 years. I was raised and grew up in the RTNB. Just from 2008 as a trainee, a professional trainee, 2008, then hired in 2009 and until 2025. So 15 years there, I see that RTNB is a little bit further in the profession because I have learned everything there. Even if I had other trainings from someone, but the house was RTNB. That's it. Otherwise, I'm a woman, married with one man, with 3 children, 2 girls and 1 boy.
That's interesting.
That's it.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Personally, when I was in a boarding school, I would be listening to your voice. When I had the radio listening to Honorine. It's reading the television of Burundi.
So we are just aging. It's 50 years, it's 30 years.
That's interesting. That's interesting. Before that, becoming a radio presenter, I think that was something great. And to have experience of 15 years in that career, it's something very important. Did you dream of becoming a journalist at some point in the time when you were too young, like a little girl growing up?
Exactly. I just remember when I was 14, 15, or I was in secondary school. I had some, you see, when you have a passion, sometimes you have also the ears. You hear somebody. Then in front of me, I see Judith Basutamo.
I remember.
Do you know her?
I remember.
Is the one I grew up
listening
with.
To. Oh, okay.
I listen much to Judith Basutamo. I listen also, after, like, I discovered Marcian Barakana. He's later journalist. He's no longer
alive.
He inspired so many. And Banabinda Ikeza. Those are 3. I have all in my young age. Yes, Judith Basutamo first. And I found her at RTNB also. When I was in the training, she taught me everything.
About journalism? Yeah,
about the journalism. Otherwise, it depends on the passion you have. Because when you don't know or you don't like something, you can learn so many times, so many years, or so many months, but you will not have something bigger than having a passion, to learn with passion. So my ultimate passion was in journalism. You can learn about reporting, you can learn how people can read news, because everything it depends on the education you have. Yeah, and education is always the key to success. So I think from my young age, I grew up with the passion of being a journalist, and I thank God I am. I am since 2008, and it impacted also other journalists, young trainees, because I met so many at RTNB, not as colleagues, but also trainees from universities, from other radio trainees. They came, they found me there, and I helped them. And I have so many who grew up, even Moses Abzaniman. I was the first to receive him at RTNB. So let me say, everything depends on the passion.
That's true.
I have the passion in journalism. It helped me to grow up in journalism. It helped me to learn more in journalism. It helped me just to challenge even challenges, and you transform them into opportunities. It asks you, it requests your time.
Oh.
Yeah, it requests your mind.
That's true.
You have to be smart in your mind, because every morning you have something to suggest in your newsroom. Me, I was the first part of journalism. I was in the radio programs. It's not like in the newsroom. It is different. Because in the radio programs, you can just plan, the program is on Thursday. You know it's on Thursday. So you can plan from Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. But in a newsroom, so make sure you have everything new every morning.
That's true.
Every morning or every afternoon.
To tell the people.
Exactly, to tell the people. So you have to refresh your mind. It's an obligation. You have to refresh your mind. So what is good? Finally, what is good? Because you have to read. Because you have to listen other newspapers. Other broadcasts. To follow up. If you did something which needs to be to be added or to be recommended or to be approved, you have to add some sources. Today you have 2. Tomorrow you add other 2 because the story needs maybe 5. No, it's interesting and I like it. And I think I will die with it because I'm not in journalism today because I'm so much in communication. Because if I see that people, even if they are in a radio, you will find their paragraphs to someone, their text, their scripts to someone. So it's better we learn to write. If you need to be a journalist.
That's true.
Write. Learn how to write. Learn how to. If you do documentaries, you know that. Yeah, I know that. Yeah. So let me say, my 15 years at RTNB. It's a book. My 15 years at RTNB also opened my eyes to the international world. Not East African member states only, but
even beyond.
In 2015,
even beyond.
I got an opportunity to go to the United States of America, which I really thanks to the USMC because they promote media, they promote talents. Yeah. Because it has been a good experience. It was an African reporting tour on our press freedom. Then one week in Washington and 1 week in New York. And it was also an opportunity to learn about how to cover elections.
Even though you're passionate about journalism, what were the setbacks or the challenges that you encountered throughout your professional life, be it at radio and television or Burundi or wherever, and how did you overcome that?
Everything has 2 phases. It's twofold everywhere. You have the opportunity, you have also challenges. In a journalism, you have a passion, you have also limits. First of all, in the area you are working, there are rules and principles. You have to respect, to obey.
The editorial line.
You have the editorial line. You will not say, okay, other radios are reporting like this, so
let us do the same.
Let me do the same. No, if you do that, you are chased.
That's true.
So you have to obey your editorial line. It's very important. It's very important. So let me tell you that apart from harmonizing yourself and your editorial line, there are other things. Challenges like the time as a woman. My dear, if you don't have a time, you cannot be a journalist. Journalists have to work morning, afternoon, the night. So you don't have the time for your children, even your home, because you always are there, searching, purchasing news. But you transform this challenge in an opportunity. How? Like you have a computer, you can work at home. You are not obliged to go to... So we have to set our mind that we are not obliged to stay at the office. So you can work. You have your computer, learn to work with your computer, your own computer. Work at home. Probably for 2 hours, your children are sleeping. Just work when they are sleeping. Close your door. Just take one of your room, walk.
Find a way.
Find a way.
Yeah.
I'm telling, education is always key to success. There are opportunities, but opportunities to all those who have a mind, who are smart. There are always opportunities. Challenges exist and we never ask.
You've been talking about passion and everything. I would like to know, I know personally that you are also involved you are an educator. Imagine there is someone who's watching this, maybe a young Burundian or whoever can just get this message. What can they do about passion and everything? Because I think even you have kids.
Everybody has something they like.
That's true.
But when you are not checked, you will never know. But people may pass by and telling you, oh, you are smart. Your shirt is in orange and it was painted in blue. So this means the guy saw something. But you don't know that even you have a shirt in orange and blue. He has something. She has something inside. But you don't know. Just help him. Just help her. She's probably wanting, can you please help me? Can you please show me the way to be a good journalist? How you are writing, for example. You may write, but somebody else don't know how to write. If you see somebody who's asking, how can I see you, if I'm reading, I see that you can just read. You can be a good writer. But ask, why he's asking? Because he's maybe someone who wants to write. But here in Burundi, I think there are so many, so many parents do know how to detect the talents in their children. So it's always good, every parent, I don't know. I mean, those who are educated, for example, they have to help their children be in their passion. Be in their passion.
Discover their passion.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They have to discover themselves. Because when you say, you have to be a businesswoman, because you see, we have economic issues. Are you sure he needs to be a businesswoman? No, you are not sure. No, because we have the world issue, so you want to transform him in economic business.
That's interesting.
So just detect her. Maybe she's a journalist.
Who knows?
Who knows?
Yeah, that's interesting.
Exactly. So we parents, even me, so I'm learning, even me, how to detect my children's passion. So I have to learn it before helping my children. Because all of us, we don't know how to detect. So we have to know to help our children.
That's interesting. So thank you so much, Madam Honorine. It has been a pleasure to have you here on set. Maybe tomorrow, after tomorrow, we can need you again and then tell us more about you. Thank you so much, Honorine, for coming.
Thank you so much for inviting me. Thank you so much, all your viewers.